Greetings in the name of the Most High Yah, is King Yediah, aka King Solomon, staying wise in life and in these markets. And today is the 12th of September 2022. It's 10:09 a.m. Right now I'm in a live trade on Aapl, and let's break down the Camarilla levels and some of the setups according to pivots and initial balance and um, opening within value or with outside of value. So let's start with the Camarillas, right? So previous days R3 was at 155.48. Let's switch up that color right there. I think this one is a little brighter. 155.48 was R3. S3 was at 153.45. So today S3 is now at 158.50 and R3 is at 158.19. So we have a higher value relationship. So we're supposed to be looking for like a higher value in price. Price is supposed to be pushing up, right? So we're supposed to be looking for longs with this Camarilla setup, right? So with that said, let's look at something here, right? So now we actually have what we call, we sometimes, well, not sometimes, we look at how price has opened, right? So in the book Pivot Boss by Frank Ochoa, he talks about opening bullish, right? Meaning that is it opening outside or above previous day's value, right? So the previous day value was right here. We closed at around this level, right? So let's see. Yesterday, well, yes, that's the line right there, the purple line. That's yesterday's close or Friday's close, right? So that value was, let's see the exact number here, 157.38, right? So in the pre-market today, we opened at 158.02. So that's a gap up open and it's opening outside of value, right? So with the bullish thesis, this is another addition or another confirmation that we're opening bullish and we're looking for like some longs today, right? Because we're opening outside of value. So market participants are looking to push price even higher, right? So this could be like initiative buyers trying to push price higher, right? So initiative buyers usually come in at highs where they're trying to push price higher. Now, at a high level like this, like around, let's say 157.84, you get responsive sellers, right? They're trying to push price back into value, right? So if we had opened below, right, that would mean that responsive sellers are kind of in control of the market. But since we opened higher than previous day's value, right, we're looking at initiative buyers coming into the market and taking control, right? So with a higher value relationship on the Camarilla levels, we're opening higher in the pre-market. We actually broke above R4 in the pre-market, so that's very bullish. And the actual open was at floor pivot R2, just below there, right? So we kind of pull back to the midway between R2 and that's floor pivot R2 right there, and this is Camarilla R4, right? So very bullish open. I tried to go long, it pulled back a little bit, so I stopped out and got a little profit there. Then I took the break of the highs there again at 160.76, and because we pulled back below VWAP and then we pushed back up, so took that breakout right there. Now we're having something like a, let me go down to the 5-minute chart because this is the 15-minute. Right, so looking at price action now, I actually took some partials here at floor pivot R3. Just trying to be like a more responsible trader and, take partials and stuff, because things aren't necessarily gonna give you like trend moves, even though it's setting up like this could be a trend day. It's a bear market, especially in like a long position. You're looking for You're looking for price to test certain levels like heavy resistance at floor, pivot R3 and probably pull back, right? So this is the first sign of like some weakness here. We have like a shooting star doji kind of candle up at R3, and then we have like this kind of indecision-ish kind of candle, but we came back and we test upper view up right here, this red line, and we push back up. So this candle here is, let's see what this candle is going to do. Either it's going to retest upper view up right here at around, let's see what price is that, 161.44. Right now we at 161.50ish, 50. So around here we're supposed to get those initiative buyers stepping in again to prop up price, right? This is where they're sitting at for like a retest at 161.41. So my tight is my stop is a little tight at 161.35. So let's see if we survive this little pullback right here. So this is a nice area of support right there. Also in line with upper VWAP. And let's see something else here. I also look at like the US dollar. So, and the VIX. So let's see. So looking at the US dollar here, let's go to like the 15-minute chart. Right, so this green line here, this green area is like my support area in the US dollar, right? And it's looking like the US dollar wants to break support. We're getting a lot of rejections here at, well, not a lot, but we get, yeah, kind of, yeah, you could say a lot of rejections around this area here, just below S3, and we're getting that sell-off move back down to like the support area, right? We actually broke the support area. We're down at S4, and we got some buying coming back up to S3, but we're pushing back down again. So that's lining up with like a bullish kind of vibe in the stock market, right? So the US dollar is supporting that. It's looking like it wants to pull back, and a weak US dollar is a strong stock market. So let's look at the VIX on the 5-minute chart. Now the VIX had this run up here, which caused some pullbacks, right? On this big bullish candle, this light blue candle right here. But the VIX is below R4. It's catching some resistance. You know, it has this value area right here. We tried to push up and got knocked back down right here. So we're below R4 again, but this could be the upsetting factor with like the Aapl trade right now. Let's see if it's pulling back. All right, so the Aapl trade is still working. We're pushing back up here to 161.81 off of this 161.50 area upper VWAP. So that's looking good. But gotta keep an eye on the VIX. The VIX is kind of positioning itself to pull back a little more. If we get to like R3, that'll be perfect. So anticipating a little pullback to R3, that'll give the stock market some room to push up. And let's see, I'm gonna put some alerts here, 2320. So if we break in some lows, I'll know that the trade is working out nicely. So let's see, 2310. Right, so I just set up some alerts there at these levels for the VIX. If the VIX pulls back to these levels, it'll let me know that this Aapl trade is working out nicely. We could get like a kind of trend day moving up if the VIX decides to, like, you know, keep pushing down. Let's see here. Okay, hold on. Right, so this is my Aapl chart on TradingView. I actually like this chart a lot better because it's like it gives more information and it's a little more dynamic, you know. So we have Camarilla R5 up here at 162.70. I've put my my take profit at 163, just seeing if we could probably get like a nice runner today. Let's see, this is the 1 hour chart. Let's see what kind of resistance. So we're up at a resistance level right here. Let me make this chart bigger, the 1 hour chart. Right. Damn, my throat just got so all of a sudden. Right, so we back up at these levels right here where we got the previous sell-off. This is a nice little gap fill area here as well. Let's see. That gap fill right there could be a nice little play. Right now, let's see what level that is. If we get back up to, let's see. That's 163.68. So actually 163.50 could be in play, man. Let me put some 162.20. Let me put like a alarm right there. Let's see at R6, 162.60. I'm gonna put one there. Well, not an alarm, an alert, my bad. Let's see, 162.95. Let's see, put one here at 163.23. Right, so we could actually get to like 163.50 if we do a little gap fill right here on Aapl. See, I didn't even really notice that. It's good to like look at the bigger time frames and see what's happening there, you know. Cause TradingView doesn't show you like pre-market action, so this might be like some pre-market action that happened here over on the 26th of August. So I don't know if it's like a gap fill on like a Dash Trader Pro chart, because it has pre-market on the Dash Trader Pro. So this one here, I don't know if it's like a let me go across. Let me go across here 1 second. To like 163, let's see, 163.50, right? So around here you see on the other chart, let me see, let me make that bigger. Right, so on the chart here, on TradingView, it doesn't show this. I think it doesn't show this area right here. Is this the, what? Yeah, this is the 26th. Interesting. But this trade is looking good, man. This trade, some consolidation is happening right now, but it's still looking very bullish. Nice little pullback on the volume with, I guess, the consolidation. So when we get the volume spike again, we could push back up, you know. So what's good about the volume pulling back here with the consolidation is that it's showing that there's not really major selling happening. So the volume point of control, this line right here, this white dotted line, kind of dash line, is moving back and forth from this level, the breakout level from VWAP, you see right there. Right, so it's sitting right there at VWAP. We had a lot of initiative buyers coming in right here, and it's moving back and forth now to this level where we're in consolidation, right? But what it's showing me, if I'm reading it properly, is because the volume is falling away while we're doing this sideways kind of movement. I would say it's more accumulation, like initiative buyers are stepping in and supporting price. Because if the buyers were selling out, then the volume would kind of spike up. But there's no major selling, right? So I'm not worried about a big pullback right now. You see how they keep buying it up. So this is the only really selling candle right here, and then you got two nice responses, right? You had this push up, and you have this wick up right here at floor pivot R3. So it's looking good. It's looking good. I think we could get another leg up right there. I could probably adjust my stop a little bit and put it a little higher, closer to like support, but I'll leave it out of the way, give it a little room. Cause I really like this gap fill area right here up to 160, 163.67, right? Or 163.59. I think we could get up to those levels. Looking at the level 2, it's kind of balanced out right now between the bid and the ask. So we have a heavy bid here. Let me bring it across. You see there's a heavy bid right down here at 162, 111 shares. Well, I believe that's thousands or something like that. They just show you like in hundreds and thousands right here, like when it gets really big. But that's like, you gotta add like 3 zeros to that, you know what I'm saying? So that's 111,000 right there. So somebody is trying to catch that profit right there off of the VWAP buy. They're trying to get to 162. See it right there, 162, 111. So they just kind of lighten up their shares. They drop 2,000 from it, so they're dropping down. So maybe that's signifying like we're gonna get a little pullback right there. Let's see. Go over to the chart. So we could see like a little pullback happening here. Like if we break these levels, it might stop me out. But still the volume is low. It's not really high for all of that selling. It might just be a natural like pullback to, I guess, to pick up some more buyers. But it might stop me out. Let's take a look here at the US dollar. So the US dollar is pushing up a little bit, so that could be causing like a little because it's back above lower VWAP right here, this green line, right, that green line right there. But still it's getting a wick rejection right there. Kind of, you see it just pushed down. So I think it might just be a little pullback on Aapl. Let's see what's happening with the VIX. Oh, so the VIX is saying a different story. So the VIX now is pushing up hard. So we really might get like some selling on Aapl right now, because the VIX is really trying to go bullish. So when the VIX is pushing up like that, we could probably see like some serious sell-off here. That might be it for Aapl. If the VIX could break some of these highs, let me see. Let me put this at 2350. Try and get some alerts here. If we do break above, let's see. Apple is still trying to hold on though. But if we do start breaking these lows and the VIX is moving up, now we got some volume coming in here as well. Yeah, if that VIX start moving up, then we could get some reversals. And it's 10:29, so usually reversals happen at around 11, so this might be very noteworthy that the VIX is trying to push up right now. We still got support. Initiative buyers are still coming in at this level. Alright, so the VIX is kind of like it's in a range. So when it's getting up to these levels here, it's pulling back. So it looks like we're trying to pull back. We got this wick rejection here back from this level right here. This is that red line is my accumulation distribution indicator from quantum trading. And it shows you like resistance and support levels. This is the support level line, and it shows you how much times it's been hit. So this one has been hit 6 times, resistance has been hit 7 times. So it kind of gives you natural levels, like you don't have to draw levels. It actually plots itself on the chart as you get like these hits, you know what I'm saying? But the VIX is looking like it's determined to push up right now. So let me go over to Aapl. And with that information, I think I might take a partial. Right, so took a partial here at 161.66, or let's see, 161.69, just above floor pivot R3 at 161.60. So let's see if we could push up from there now. Yeah, that VIX is moving up, man, but it's moving up to like the top of this range, so we might get a pullback again. Apple is looking strong though. Let me see, let me set an alert here for 23.45. Let's see if we pull back on the VIX. Yeah, the VIX is still pushing up, man. See, Apple is trying to hold on, but with the VIX moving up like that, I don't think it'll survive. Like my stop wouldn't survive this pullback. We might get something back to like VWAP. All right, so now we're starting to get some wick rejection here. We pull it back to this breakout level from the accumulation distribution resistance level at 2344. So we had some wick rejection here on the VIX at 2351, and we pull back to that level. So maybe the VIX is just, it's in a range, kind of range in motion, so it's gonna hit these top levels and then just pull back to these bottom levels here. Let's see. The US dollar is pushing up though, so it's a little tricky. Once that US dollar starts moving up like that and the VIX is trying to break out, we could get that pullback on the stock market and stocks like Apple. And this right here, this is my trend monitor from Quantum Trading. And this is the mean right here. This white cross, that's the middle level. And this is the trend line. So when it breaks above the trend line and we're moving up like that, that's a good sign that we're bullish. And you can see right now we're just moving sideways, but we're up, but moving sideways. So this has to kind of curve up again for us to continue that bullish move. Let's see, the VIX is pulling back to 2341. Let's go over to the VIX, right? So the VIX is pulling back. Let's see what Apple is doing there. Right, so Apple is kind of moving slowly upwards, but we should get some initiative buyers stepping in to go along with what the VIX is doing. And let me just show you what's happening here on the level 2. So you see the level 2, that bid, that ask right there at 162 has now increased to 119. Remember it dropped to 108, so now we drop, look, they're even increasing it right here to 120. Right, you see that right there? So that means that those participants are trying to even sell out more at that level. So they're confident that we're going to get to 162. And let's see if there's any more when you scroll down. So when we pass 162, let's see if there's orders down here to, like, let's see, 162.50 got a nice little cluster right here. Yeah, people trying to take profit all around 162, 20s, 30s, 50s. After that big ask get hit at 162. I think the next level they're trying to get to around 162.50. And this is my time on sales. I believe it's 300 shares or more. So it's set to like only show 300 shares or more, only those transactions. So the purple is the bid. When it gets hit on the bid, the light blue is the ask, and the white is like in between the bid and the ask. So I don't know, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like in between the bid and the ask is more like the initiative buyers, where they hit market orders, right? So these limit orders is like the bids, the purple and the light blue. But I think the market orders is more like the buyers, you know. But I think right now it's showing some weakness. I think we might get like a pullback. Oh, let me take a look. Let me show you all what's happening here on the Qs. So the Qs is looking really weak. Apple is strong, but the Qs is looking really weak up here. Like, look at that right there. That's a lot of it's a lot of rejection up at this level here, the 311 level. It's kind of like a tongue twister there, man. So I'm gonna put my stop up tight here at 161.50, and if we do come back to this level here, I think we're gonna get like get the sell off. Let's see. And I'm gonna do something here. Let's see, when we stop out, let me look at some here real quick. So this is over on Nvidia's chart. Right, so I just went short Nvidia at 144.18. That was just above VWAP. That might be a little too early, but let's see here, because I'm seeing like a reversal coming into play here. So I'm sure I got stopped out on Apple already. Let me see, let me go over real quick. Right, so stopped out on Apple, and Nvidia is like my go-to for shorts, right? So all right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop this video here, and I'm gonna start another video for this Nvidia short. All right, y'all, it's King Yediya, aka King Solomon, staying wise in life and in these markets, and y'all trade safe and stay blessed. I hope y'all enjoying like the live trades, man. I know these videos are a little longer, but it's something I really wanted to see when I started out, so I hope y'all get some value out of it. All right, y'all, let me start this other video.